idea that I think of is that Beau and Mortar could make their way up higher and start just kind of firing pot shots, just to try and stop the ones who are advancing from, kind of make them think twice about stepping forward. If we fire at their feet.
Well, it depends where you want to set up.
But
for now, we'll have the quick introduction, and then we will proceed from there and begin to put things in place. So, hello everyone. Welcome to Crabby D&D. It has been a while. Things happen, plans get changed, but we are here. Hopefully this won't be the last one before the holidays, but we will have to see. Hopefully we'll be able to have a session next week or the week after. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I am here with my players, Ellie.
Yo.
Mortar.
Hello.
Romulus.
Hello.
And Vinny.
Hello.
And Jamie, are you a little bit further away from your mic just because...
Shouldn't be. My mic is still exactly where it is.
It might be I just have you turned down from using your other mic before.
I was going to say he sounds fine on my end.
Yeah, I just need to turn him up a little bit because Streamlabs was saying that he was quite quiet.
Huh.
Well, you're okay now, so it's okay. I've turned you up a little bit. As you may have noted, we are missing a Kirv, unfortunately. Kirv has a migraine, so we also wish you well, and hopefully see you next time, and hopefully nothing too terrible will happen to your character in your absence, but as always, they haven't signed a waiver, but I like to think that they have, emotionally, that if their character dies on my watch, it's not my fault.
If Rain rewatches this and hears that disclaimer, she's going to kill. Oh, sorry, they're going to kill you.
Nah. It's me. It'll be fine. If they'll be watching at any point, it will be while I'm there, so I'll be within arm's reach.
Yes, you've never sounded safer.
Yeah.
People are like, look, I killed your character, but here's a new character that's twice as powerful.
You see, I feel like it's one of those things
Romulus.
where it's almost like... I feel like it's the logic of being within arm's reach of Jason Voorhees is safer than being further away from him, where it doesn't really work.
The closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm.
Okay.
Okay, well, maybe not.
That one doesn't ping a memory, I'm sorry. What is it from?
Pippin from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
You are all a disgrace and a failure.
Sorry, I zoned out. I was replying to someone.
Yeah, of course you zoned out. No one pays attention to me. Alright, well, let's get these 2 rounds started then, shall we? So.
I feel like these next 2 hours are literally us paying attention to you, so...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Okay,
it's been a while, hasn't it?
Does everyone have any pearls? Sorry.
So let's get a recap on what happened previously on Crabby D&D. Last session, our party of adventurers, Beau, Ellie, Carvern, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus and Vinny, hatched a plan to get into Lord Trustin's manor. With all the pieces falling into place, they made their move. With the group breaking off into teams, they managed to corner their target and knock out all of the guards before tragedy struck. With the inability to communicate or entirely understand a situation, the Lord Trustin was pushed out of a window after being badly injured, and rendering him deceased upon landing, and promptly being crushed by another guard. With this event unravelling and the plan beginning to spiral out of control, they had to decide on a method of escape. But they are limited on time. So let's see what they can do. As you all stand within the hallway in this moment, the otherwise a little bit of blood splattered wall here or there of just like the nice wooden interior, the signs of battle and attack that have taken place, various guards that have been hurt, and the sounds of shouting and movement from outside as you're all standing in the hallway, very well aware of your general situation You must now come up with a plan on what you are going to do to leave, or hide, or fight your way through, or hand yourself over. You have 2 rounds to make any actions to allow you to move around the house as you would see fit within those 2 rounds. Make any checks, any tests that you may want to do so, or if you want to make any last minute preparations. You are over the telepathic bond at this current time, I believe. So as it stands, Ellie, you have made it well known to the party that you would like to be able to teleport out, but you're going to need to try something experimental, of which you are going to need blood. Maybe from everybody, maybe from only one person. You don't entirely know.
Don't even know if I bleed. Time to find out.
That's fine. The rest of us do.
So I think we should go somewhere where we can secure ourselves. Maybe the top of the tower. And it's going to take time to cast this. I don't know how it's going to work.
Let's not focus on the what if. Let's enact this plan now because we've only got a limited amount of time. Let's go.
Yeah. Pick a room that they can't. That's protected from divination. Actually,
Yeah, but
I'm gonna.
don't certain spells not work in those rooms?
Hmm?
Or is it just divination rooms that don't? Or is it just so those rooms didn't they cancel out other magical effects as well?
The only ones that you've seen is that they seem to affect divination and physical sight to a certain degree, but it's possible that there are other magics that they affect that you haven't found out yet. There are certain things you haven't done to necessarily know.
Okay, yeah, I'll follow your guys' lead. I'm fresh out of ideas.
Well, I think the top of the tower, I don't know if it's good. The magic blocking rooms is going to affect us teleporting out.
If there's a possibility of that, we can't take the risk. Let's go for the top.
Do we try to take a hostage? Maybe they'll give us a few. Maybe they'll give us some time if we, make our demands clear. We use that as a fake out, and then we leave.
I don't think we have time to actually take one. So
All
we'll
right.
just have to lie.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a guy in the top of the tower that Kirv beat up.
There are a few who are unconscious about her.
Yeah.
Or have surrendered, I should say.
Yeah, what's to stop them from rebolstering their ranks as soon as they get back up, though?
Okay. So,
Nothing.
we're going to head up to the tower then?
Yeah.
Move.
What can people do to slow them down?
Well, okay.
I
look at my imaginary character sheet.
I can hold a goddamn door.
I mean, I can fire some warning shots potentially, but I mean that puts me at risk of also getting shot, and I'm pretty fucked up already. So I can definitely do that, but I will probably I'll probably experience some death.
Okay, Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as sooner you can start casting, the better.
Okay.
Mortar, stick with her.
Okay, all right, guard duty it is. Mortar will change Black Scorpion's form into Iron Thunder. Okay, and he's going to walk alongside Ellie, basically almost taking her hand and going, "Let's go."
Okay. Then I'll be heading up to the tower to... As I'm going... Oh, can I get my dagger back?
I'll flip the dagger over to Ellie and grab my swords off of Beau.
I was just about to say, don't forget those.
Yep, no, that's a good point. Beau will give you back your swords. So he'll flip them back to you.
Do you have any of your magical inspiration stuff that you can do with your could your music do anything here? Like, do you have anything that could maybe compel them to stay away?
Nothing supernatural. I'll just have to scare them. Let them waste time on the lower floors, though.
Is it obvious? is it obvious which of these guys is? So if we were to kind of poke our heads at like a window as we're moving, is it obvious who is in charge of these guys? Who's barking orders?
Outside?
Yeah. So obviously the whole place is surrounded, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anybody outside that visibly looks like they are giving orders on how to siege?
Go ahead and make me a perception check. I'll say this is as you're reaching the base of the tower. I'm going to say that Kirv will also go with you for the purpose that she can see in the darkness that she is holding upstairs.
Okay, I would love to. Would somebody be able to roll for me? It's a roll with advantage, and I believe it's either a +7 or a +8. Can't remember.
Let me double check. It is a +9 for perception because you leveled
Oh,
up, so your
hell yeah.
your proficiency's gone up, I believe, which is what's changed that.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Who wants to roll?
I will.
So it's a roll with advantage.
Okay. Just to.
Dirty 20.
Okay, 11 plus.
Okay, so dirty 20. As you otherwise move, you look out of the window, and in this moment, you note that there are lots of individuals currently watching the windows. There are individuals with rifles, there are individuals with crossbows. They are ready to deal and spot as best they can. You can see that there are individuals who have more of a understanding of what is going on. Seemingly individuals who might be in charge, people who might just be more like captain rank. You can't see anyone from this angle that seems to be in charge of the whole operation. But there are individuals that you can see who are of a authoritative standing.
Who is the nearest individual that looks like they're giving orders? Like that looks out of everybody here. Is there a platoon that with a captain that is nearest to the building?
I'll say there seems to be a squad who are currently arresting the mercenary who surrendered, and there seems to be a group of individuals who have taken Lord Trustin's body away. You can see that there's kind of a medical triage tent off to one side where they may be performing magic to try and bring him back or help him, whatever the case may be. You don't know. The main thing that you do know is that there is what looks to be a heavy guard outside and what looks to be an individual who is ready to run a sting inside of the house itself. They seem to be about 70 feet away.
I'm going to speak over the telepathic bonds right quick and address the whole group and basically say, I've identified potentially a commander. Do you want me to try and do something to him to maybe put off his troops? You know, kind of like break the leadership a little bit and see if that scatters them, or?
I think they'd be
Will
more
it give
likely
away
to
our
charge.
positions?
Hmm?
Will it give away our position? If they see us like upstairs and thing, then they'll know exactly where to beeline for instead of breaching, clearing every room.
Well, options on the table. I've identified one of them, so let's keep moving for the meantime. We'll circle back to that idea if it comes up again.
Okay. So I'll say, Ellie, you have moved upstairs with Kirv. Mortar, you're standing at the base of the stairs. As you can move upstairs if you want to, but doing so will mean that you'll be... actually, no, because you have blind sight. So it will just mean that you are blinded for the physical purposes. So did you want to go all the way up to the upper floor as well?
My job is to protect Ellie, so Mortar is staying at her side and making a point of weapon scanning kind of the area and everything, and looking at the troops' movements below through the windows, just very subtly, trying to locate exactly where they are going to be to give everyone a heads up and maybe give us a little bit of an advantage.
If you're wanting that viewpoint, you'll need to be on the floor below, because with the darkness, you won't actually be able to see out of it, because you'll be relying on your 30-foot blind sight, which will mean that you won't be able to see any of the road outside.
In which case, then I'm gonna stay by Ellie's side and just maintain that that initial plan.
Yeah, you pick up that information as you travel through, looking out the window before beelining up the stairs to join Ellie and Kirv on the upper floor. Okay.
As I'm going upstairs, I'm gonna poke at myself to see if I can actually draw any blood.
You go to draw blood, and it doesn't seem to draw. It is as you kind of cut the skin on the outside, it's almost like there's a film of thick liquid on the interior, as if it's stopping you from bleeding.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
Have you expressed that you want blood, by the way, to me?
Yeah. So basically, what happened was
I
the
hand
end of the
over
session-
iceworm blood.
Oh.
I just have that, so I hand that over to you.
Would that work, or does it need to be
Is it-
fresh?
is it enough?
It has been
it's
sealed in
congealed.
our...
It will be more like paint.
Ah, but Chris, no, it hasn't, because you've specified that the vials and bottles we use for the gathering of items for the not Cartographers Guild, the other one, the one we're a part of.
Catalogers?
Catalogers.
Catalogs Guild stops things from going bad and keeps them fresh.
So then, yeah, you would have fresh blood if you want to use it. You don't know that if it will necessarily help in that regard. Like you said, or like was said, this is a entirely uncharted territory for you. So this will be a matter of you can experiment if you would like to in this moment with iceworm blood. Alternatively, you can start using your parties. From most situations, blood magic usually is receptive to humanoid blood, but monster blood could work.
I mean, I was going to say, maybe it's also more effective depending on the mortality of the creature. Like, if they're closer to fatally wounded, maybe it's more potent if we're doing this kind of magic. So that's another avenue potentially worth exploring.
Maybe.
And it'll
It's
put it
hard
out
to
to the
really-
thing. I'd be like, okay, I've got this blood. I don't know if this is going to work. Or if I need to use it from someone that's alive.
Mortar's going to look
we
back
take
at
the
you and go, "Why do
chance?
you think?" Mortar's going to look back at you and go, "Why do you think I came with you?"
Drain him dry. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Just,
I'm on very low hit points. My blood is going to be pretty easy to get.
The problem with being on very low hit points is that the way that this traditionally works is that it requires a hit point value. So the more you can give, the better it will be. So being lower
There is
health...
such a thing as negative hit points.
I'm not killing Mortar to cast a spell.
Oh, come on, fair's fair. I killed you
Okay.
once.
Kirv is also here.
Yeah.
Is a combination possible?
Combination is definitely something you could try. It's
Yeah,
one of those,
I can
and Kirv, as far as it stands, has taken 4 points of damage. So she has 102 hit points to give before she gets to 1 hit point.
As they're heading up there, am I able to open up this door over here
Yeah.
on the basis that, well, I want to see if there's anything helpful inside. I am prepared to immediately slam it shut if there's someone in there that we don't want
No,
to
that's
be
fine.
dealing
I
with.
believe Vinny also expressed that he wanted to see what was in this room. So as you open the door, you are immediately met by a bath.
You know, this makes sense. This makes sense.
Okay.
It is a large bathing chamber, and as you kind of open it up, you can smell kind of a slight freshness from the area. What look to be potentially toilets or changing rooms directly ahead.
Ooh.
And
Wait, this is a fancy bathroom, right?
by the looks of it, yeah.
Does anything have a pearl inlay?
Wait, as in like...
Is there anything pearl in here? Anything at all?
I mean, not that you
I
can
know
see.
I know that I'm saying things that Chris is desperately trying to think, what bullshit am I thinking of?
No, it's more of the not that you can see of
I'm
in this
curious as
moment.
well.
You can see what looks to be a kind of a stone basin where water would otherwise be placed. What looks to be kind of a simple but fancily designed kind of a wooden screen. You can see wardrobes, you can see doors. You can't see anything behind these areas necessarily unless you wish to explore further. You can't see any pearl. You see stone and wood. I mean, if you remember, most of this place has been, as far as it goes fancy-wise, it's been sparse on the luxuries in that term. It's been mostly wood, stone, kind of here, there, bits of metal, and the occasional painting. There isn't that much vanity in this home, from what you can tell. It's just...
Okay, I've just
well,
It's worth a try.
I've just had an idea. We haven't killed any of the mercenaries that were inside the house, have we?
No.
no, they're
Okay.
all alive. They've just surrendered, and I
Mortar
have moved
is going
them
to
all down here
point.
because they're waiting until they're released, effectively.
Mortar is going to point down to the main congregation where he remembers that the mercenary in the library was that he saw when he went in there looking for shit. I'm going to point down, cast Sending, and I'm going to say, this place is about to be sieged. They are not looking for any, they're not taking any survivors. Everyone in this building is going to die. Do with that information what you will.
Okay. Um,
Okay.
So if we can incite a riot, additionally, on top of that, Mortar is going to use Unending Horror. When I cast a spell at a creature, they have to make a DC 17 Wisdom save, or they become frightened.
So okay, so literally going for like a full-on. I'm going to make this person give this person information, then scare them in the hopes of causing them to basically go on a wild spree to act as a distraction. Okay, solid.
Either a rampage, or if they flee, that gives them another target to potentially go after. And also, fear of this fanaticism is infectious in a difficult situation. So I'm hoping that this is going to spread like wildfire.
Fair.
So, just to clarify, you're talking about the one in the library on the ground floor.
Correct.
Okay. Vinny, can you go ahead and give me a d20 roll, please? This will be I will say... I'm trying to think what will be best for this. Let's go with history for Mortar.
History for Mortar coming right
Just to be
up.
more a bit of remembering.
Oh, the -2 modifier.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
2 minus 2 for a dirty 0. You cast Sending. There is no reply. You don't know if the message went through as it was going into a warded room.
Okay. Well, I will leave that then, I suppose. Great. I'm fresh out of ideas. So I will stay by Ellie.
Okay. Right. If we're done with the bathroom, I'm going to shut the door here.
So that is both of your uses of your free Sending used today.
Yeah, I figured. All right. Okie dokie. I'm back. Slowed up tabletop.
Okay. So, you were going to do what, sorry, Vinny?
So I want to shut all the doors on this floor.
Mm-hmm.
So that if they come up here and don't see anyone, it won't be clear where we are.
Okay. Okay, you shut the doors.
Okay, I want to wait by the stairs. So basically my plan is I'm hoping they'll spend a couple of their rounds searching the lower
Sweeping
floors.
the area.
Not like hopefully moving in teams and not running blindly into rooms. Given that these guys are reasonably professional and believe that there could be a civilian in danger. So I'm trying to draw that out for as long as possible.
Okay.
Tragic, I don't have my ball bearings anymore. One thing I do have is a jar of oil, which I would like to pour down this staircase.
Okay. So this area here will count as difficult terrain and will count as if it is under the effect of the grease spell, I'll say.
Okay.
I will pull that up.
We're home aloneing this house.
I don't have many traps I can set, unfortunately. I do also have smoke bombs, but if they see the smoke, they're going to know there's something going on.
I have a small leather bag of flour. We could potentially make an explosive, but it wouldn't be very big. I have a water skin, I have rope, and I have...
Okay, now hear me out here. I'm gonna say something and it's fucked up, but I'm gonna say it and then we can discuss. Would it
Sure.
be morally wrong of us to light a fire outside the room that the wife is in, so that they will panic and create something that a distraction that will consist of?
Wouldn't that only work if they're aware that Trustin's wife is in the house?
My thought is that she would probably scream for help at that point.
Won't matter, they won't be able to hear her.
Oh, is that room warded as well? Oh.
Yep.
Well, that sucks.
All
Okay.
the rooms with keys on their windows are warded.
Yeah. The advantage of that is that they can't communicate without leaving the room, which, based on seeing them in there, I don't believe they intend to do.
I mean, potentially that could mean, if worse comes to worse, we could have some ambush points that we can use.
Yeah. My plan is to use this landing as one of them.
Okay, awesome.
Basically, once it becomes clear that they're getting ready to come up the stairs, I'm going to drop a smoke bomb down. And call out a warning. If they run up, they're potentially dealing with grease, and we can have some people here to delay them. And then back off.
Alright, do we want ranged characters to delay them? So that way no one is getting up close and personal with them. We can take Beau and I can take pot shots at them, but someone else would need to be with Kirv's with Ellie.
Yep. Kirv's with Ellie because she can see through the darkness, because she's got devil's sight.
Actually, that's also huge because Kirv has the saving throw bonuses because of her aura.
You'd have difficulty getting line of sight in here. So I would
It's less that I was potentially going to cast fear on everybody who gets into that area. Because it's a 30-foot cone. So I could potentially hit multiple of them and they wouldn't be able to approach upwards, which could potentially make a bottleneck.
Do we want to make that plan B then?
I think that's a good idea. But if anybody...
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want me to stay with Ellie then, or do you want me to come down?
You can come down and be here if you have... Yeah, that can work.
Okay. No worries then. I will join Vinny and Romulus as they begin hatching this plan, communicating the steps to Ellie and Kirv as well as we do what we need to do.
Oh, since they last until dispelled, or vanished, basically, I'm going to throw another smoke bomb in this hallway.
Okay.
So that when they do get up to here and hopefully don't know exactly where we are, that'll be a decoy.
Okay.
Mortar is going to use precognition on himself as one of his psionic disciplines.
So here's what we'll do. You've moved into positions, you've explored the room, you've hatched the extra steps for the plan, pouring oil. In the events of this, the first round of your 2 rounds has passed. It took the dash action to get up there if you're going with Ellie. I'll say if you want to, you can come down with the other group and cast precognition as part of that. You are currently concentrating on something which I think is Shadows of Moil on Romulus. So
that would have gone down.
Yeah,
that would have gone down as soon as I heard that Trustin was dead. I would have dropped that.
Okay, so I will remove that for now.
Many thanks. But I will be, if you keep the concentration thing, because I will be concentrating on my danger sense ability. And I will be sinking... Gain a bonus. Sorry, keep going. I'm just
We'll say that
I'm just reading something.
You're popping that onto your character and during the first round staying with the rest of the group. Ellie, You dash up the stairs to the top of the tower within the darkness itself. You can see the light attempting to kind of break in through the darkness on the exterior, and you can make out the sounds of kind of noise from the exterior, shouts, calls, orders being barked, individuals, by the sound of it, kind of general commotion going on. As you and Kirv reach the top of or into the tower itself, kind of the darkness shielding you and your presence from within the interior, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess I need that blood. Not happy about it, but...
You've got the bone steel, not bone steel, ghost steel needle thing for gathering it, if that helps.
I can't get anything from me, so I'm going to need it from... Kirv. She's the only one up here.
Kirv just nods. I can give you what I need, but...
If you need me, just give me a shout, because I've got plenty here.
It might affect my concentration.
I mean, you...
Oh, the shadow.
The darkness.
You could get it from Beau. You could get it from Beau, because we haven't decided where he's going to be.
If you want Beau to go with you. Keep in mind, he's not part of the telepathic bond, so anything that does get said will have to be manually said to Beau. So if you
where
want
was
to
he
use Beau for this?
initially?
In what regard?
Well, where in the house was he? Was he with us?
Yeah, he was with you, so it was more of a matter of all of you are part of the telepathic bond and he's just waiting to be told what to do.
If you want to send Beau up with me, then you can. If you don't, then...
The only thing is that Beau can't see in the darkness that Kirv is emanating.
No, he can't.
No.
So he would literally only be there to be blood fuel. So, well, actually, in which case then, if Beau goes down with Romulus, Vinny, and himself, like they go down, I'll stay up so that way we at least kind of have even numbers split. But before I go, I will still use precognition, and if I use the 3+ ability, while concentrating as a bonus action, I may spend additional void charges equal to the number spent to cast this on myself, to grant a target ally within 30 feet the bonus as if I had cast it on them. I feel like Vinny is already good on initiative, but who do we feel like would be the most beneficial to put this on? Would it be Beau or Romulus? Or would it be Ellie?
Beau has a +9. Romulus, I'm not sure how much you have, but you have advantage, I believe, or is you not got?
What is
No,
this
because you don't have the levels in
initiative?
Barbarian. Yeah.
So this is advantage. This is hold on. Precognition. Oh no, this is danger sense. So this is sorry. This won't be initiative. My bad. I was misreading something. But I can grant you a bonus +1 for every 2 void charges spent on this discipline whenever you make an attack roll, saving throw, or an ability check. So I can potentially, if there are rolls involved with you preparing this thing, I can basically add to that to make it potentially go better. Hopefully.
Okay, will there be rolls? As this is going to be something...
This is something you've never done before.
foreign? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'll do that then.
In which case,
Chris, if I
you
were
will be
to,
on the
sorry,
in the tower in order to give this.
yes. So I will be going with Ellie. Beau is going to stay downstairs.
Okay.
If I were to cast Adrenaline Surge on Ellie while she's doing the ritual, would that grant her essentially an additional round to do whatever she needs to do? Because it's as a bonus action, I grant an additional ally an action this turn.
I'll allow it.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm staying next to Ellie then.
So, in terms of action economy and how this is going to go, the first action is Ellie, Kirv, and Mortar moving upstairs, followed by Romulus and Vinny exploring or kind of noting the bathroom's presence before spilling oil on the stairs and preparing for whatever your next steps may be. We then move to the second round. Ellie, are you beginning the ritual? And if you are, whose blood are you taking?
Okay, Mortar, how much health have you got?
Let me just double check. I was just opening tabletop.
17.
Or Chris could tell you.
Yep.
Okay.
17,
how much
yeah.
am I going to need?
You don't know. How many would it
Okay,
usually cost you?
As it is a teleportation circle, we're not talking about the level, are we? We're talking about how much GP's worth of chalk I'd need?
No, we're talking about the level
I'm
of the
gonna
spell.
be.
Okay, because the level of spell is cheaper than the GP's worth of chalk. But as this was substituting some material component, I didn't know what I was charging.
We'll need to also account for the gold cost. So I'll
Ooh.
still be asking how much do you want to potentially put into this, and there will be
in this case,
thresholds.
teleportation circle. What level spell is that? Where is it?
It's 5th.
5th. Okay, that'll be 7 SP. Which when I'm casting using blood and stuff uses my HP, so I don't know how that's going to impact. And it needs 25 GP of chalk.
So how
chalk.
many hit points would it usually be per spell point?
It's a 1-for-1 since I cracked or broke.
Ooh, okay, this is interesting.
So in which case then yeah.
So I think I'm probably going to need like a grand total of 32
I mean,
HP.
if you need me to do that, I mean, you can, but I will stop concentrating because I'll fall unconscious. I'll stop concentrating on precognition, which I don't think is going to be helpful.
I won't take you into unconscious. It's just not going to happen. Ellie would
Okay.
do that. What
Yeah.
I'm going to do is I will diversify between the two, both Mortar and Kirv.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's
Okay.
32, then that's 16 from each, which I did do my maths right there, yeah? Yeah. Which means that Kirv will still be on both. Mortar will be on 1.
That's
Kirv
fine.
will be okay.
Yeah, I was going to say having Kirv on the highest amount makes the most sense because I won't really be able to do all that much other than aid you in this regard. So Mortar is going to spend, if I'm looking at this right, if I spend +3 void charges, I can grant an additional ally this bonus, adding to my concentration. So I'm going to spend 3 straight away, to a total of 6, in order to grant Ellie a +2 bonus to attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks while I'm concentrating.
Would it be a +2 or a +1?
Okay.
Because it's for every 2, isn't it, that you spend? So you'd need to spend.
Yes.
4.
So the first part of Danger Sense is initially I use 2, which gives me the +1 bonus.
Okay.
Then adding a +3 grants me. It just says while concentrating as a bonus action, spend an additional number of void charges. I'm actually not too sure. Kind of the words are kind of dancing in front of me. I won't lie.
So if you spend 3 or more void charges on, or side charges on the ability on yourself, you get the ability to have that bonus action. So you need to spend at least 3 on yourself, and then you can spend the amount that it specifies on an ally. So you would need to spend 4 on yourself and 4 on Ellie in order to give her a +2.
I'm going to be spending 5 on myself,
Okay.
to also gain the bonus to initiative, which would grant me a +2. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and then I will do the same for Ellie using the bonus action. I will also use 5, so I'm using a grand total of 10.
Okay. So spend the 2.
Sorry, that was a lot.
Yeah,
No, that's fair.
So
Yeah, so it was a lot for not quite as much as I was hoping, but it's at least a little bonus, and also you gain +2 to your initiative rolls as well,
Okay.
if that comes into effect.
well,
That's cool.
what we'll do here is, with the starter amount of blood that you are using, both you and Kirv will make saving throws for this. I will roll for Kirv here. You are getting the benefit of Kirv's Aura of Protection. So even though Kirv rolled a natural 1, which would be a -4 with a +11. That will cause her darkness to drop.
Cool.
Well,
Let me just
I mean,
check if there's anything she has that helps with this.
Does she have inspiration because she's really cool?
She doesn't have any stored inspiration. The only people who could spend it, if they wanted to re-roll her roll, would be one of you two. You or Ellie.
What do I have? Because I don't think I have anything
I don't have
locked in the
inspiration,
chamber.
but I do have Tides of Chaos.
Do you want to
I
use
don't know
it?
if that can be carried over to... Can I carry that over?
I will allow it on the pretense that you roll a wild magic.
This explodes, I swear to God.
I mean, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Let's make the story fucking crazy.
Okay.
So I don't suppose I could, whilst this is all happening, be doing some setup
22.
stuff.
We'll come back down to the trap team in just a mo. I am just going to see what this wild magic does because it may affect your decisions depending on what this is.
I'm prepared for the
It's a
nuke.
fireball. It's not fireball.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's creatures have a disadvantage on the next saving throw against the next spell you cast within the next minute. So it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect anything. So you're using
That's
Tides of
pretty
Chaos. So
useful.
I'm going to say you re-roll the d20 for me. Just don't roll a 1 and you're fine.
I rolled a 2.
That's fine.
Oh my
Because
fucking
the DC
word.
is 30. The DC would have been.
Holy
she
shit.
took 16 damage. The DC is 10, so 2 plus 11 is 13. So she's fine. She maintains concentration in this moment. With the will and the aid from your side of things, that does mean your wild magic is gone. And Mortar, what did you roll
Yep.
in your concentration?
Oh, sorry. I thought that they were just doing Kirv
No,
first.
you two.
Oh,
It's you as well,
okay.
because
Sorry. Let me.
where you're taking
I got
the
midway through
damage.
loading up tabletop and then bailed to look at my character sheet. Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
So, I believe I have a plus either 7 or 8 to con saves. I'm also within Kirv's aura, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. You are
Okay, so that's a
indeed.
+7. That's a +7, and then I add 2 to that because of my ability. So that is a +9, and then plus whatever Kirv's bonus is. So basically, don't
6.
roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1. Even with
Okay,
a 1,
yeah.
I don't think you can fail. But just don't roll a 1. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
fucking
two.
word! It's a 2. What the fuck?
We're in trouble, guys. This tower party
No,
are fucked.
Okay. So
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's good.
let's just hope you don't have to do any more rolls, huh? So as you both maintain concentration in this stressful situation, it is getting the better of you. But you know that if this concentration goes, that's it. And the two of you just stand there focusing on your magic. I'll say for the purposes of this, unless there is a moment that you would be called for to do something within the telepathic bond, the two of you will just stand vigilant and watch while Ellie does her work. I'll say.
So negative. So do I minus the hit point total? Is that what we're doing?
Take 16 damage
Okay, cool,
still.
cool.
That's what the concentration check was for.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's right. And I'll say that both of you are focusing on your magic in this moment. And if the other team otherwise ask for any help, we will get to that. But with
What
that,
does it look like as Ellie does that ability thing?
She's... What, the Tides of Chaos transfer or the casting?
As
doing
you
this?
steal our fucking as you steal our blood.
It's so it's you hand over because she gives you vials to pour some in.
Oh.
And she adamantly wants to keep the darkness up because she doesn't want people seeing this abomination of casting. She's not happy about it.
Mortar can see that. Well, we can both see that through the darkness. Mortar will just put a reassuring hand on your shoulder and just go, "You're doing what needs to be done. You know, you're more than this." And Mortar will, in order to get the maximum amount of blood, use it was a needle, right?
If you're using a dagger or a knife or whatever, I've got a dagger. If you're borrowing my dagger, it's
Okay,
any...
Mortar Yeah, Mortar's going to, he'll run the blade across the palm of his hand, a deep, deep wound, and just squeeze his hand, making as much blood come out as possible. By the end of it, he looks pale and he's a bit shaky.
Okay. With that, downstairs crew, Romulus and Vinny. You have Carvan and Beau at your disposal. You've laid a trap of the oil on the stairs, and before the ritual begins to take place, is there anything you two would like to do? There's the last bit of prep before the potential raid.
Okay, very simple. First things first, going into this room here, gathering the chairs, placing them in front in order to act as potential blockade, also potential for cover. Since they are readily accessible, easy to get through the doorway, much easier than the table at the very least, and could therefore be thrown, used as a projectile, or as I said, a blockade. Carvern, it would make logical sense, I believe, for anyone with range capabilities to get behind here and shoot from behind range.
Right.
I believe that's everyone except me.
Would Beau like to come in here, perhaps?
Okay.
Solid, very solid.
If he... Make sure to tell him before he goes in, if you see us, you should be able to see us backing off. Head through that door and get up the stairs.
Yeah.
We won't be able to telepathic bond with you, so just get yourself a line of sight and keep yourself safe.
Keep door here partially open to allow line of sight for stuff coming up, but obviously then, destroy...
There is no door.
Yes.
You took it with you when you ran the guy into it.
Oh yes, I would also like to use the door. I would also like to make use of the door. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for
use
reminding
the door.
me of that.
No, that's quite all right. I was like, you guys like, oh, we're gonna reshut all the doors. And I was like, I just didn't remove that door because I forgot and it wasn't part of anything. So yeah, no, there's no door there. But you can't, as you look in, kind of as Beau heads through the threshold, you can no longer see Beau. It just kind of looks like a blurred room beyond, almost like there's no one in there. And Beau...
But we know that Beau can see.
Beau can see, yeah. He crouches down within there, kind of...
Excellent.
Kicks the table over.
Beau has advantage on all attacks, at anything that comes out. Excellent.
Yeah, effectively,
Beautiful. Love that.
Unseen attacker.
Okay. Yeah, so my plan...
Unless they have the
I
alert,
assume...
but yes. Which some guards do.
So, as I said previously, my plan is going to be to chuck a smoke bomb kind of onto the middle balcony so it covers all of the stairs. Since that'll be visible from the bottom of the stairs, I don't want to do it. I want to give them time to waste a couple rounds searching the lower floors.
Okay.
So I don't want to do that right away. Yeah, I do want to throw that one down right away, because that's...
Okay. So what I'll do, I'll set this to that, and then let me know when you want to activate it, and then I'll put it down.
Yeah, so my plan is going to be waiting here until... until I hear that they're getting close to the stairs.
Okay. In which case, as you...
And then throw that down and cast Thaumaturgy will be my area.
Okay. So, in this moment, as you're holding your breaths, kind of waiting for what comes next, Carvern, otherwise waiting around the corner on the edge of the smoke, hammer elven warhammer raised up, just kind of keeping an eye and waiting for sounds of anything to really happen. Ellie, you're upstairs and beginning the ritual. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. Remember, you have a +2 because of Mortar's precognition. Is it on ability checks as well?
Yep, ability checks, saves, and attacks.
Okay, Arcana, that is +9, +2, so it's +11, so that's 18.
18. You've never done this before, and you begin to kind of think, what are you supposed to do here? And you begin to, well, figure out how to make the circle. Usually, you would draw with chalk. Do you have any implements to paint with?
Do you have calligrapher's stuff?
I do.
You have a tentacle.
I do have a tentacle. Give me a second. I think I
Get the smooth
have,
lines.
I have enchanting kit, ink. I mean, I draw. I do a lot of writing, so I imagine I have things like brushes and stuff. I also had the makeup thing, so I'm assuming there will be a brush with that.
Oh yeah, there are
Yeah.
brushes.
I will
Mhm,
say
mhm.
then you have a sufficient brush that you can use to this to begin to make the markings on the floor for this.
They're
So
gaming useful.
with
Yeah.
they came in useful. They painted Lotus.
Yeah.
So
They came in useful.
with that, the first round passes and the first success. Ellie, go ahead, and as you hear the doors downstairs being kicked in and the sound of guards moving beneath as just kind of general calls are made, except for those on the upper floor, Ellie, go ahead and make me a sleight of hand. This will be a cumulative
Sleight of
DC over multiple rounds, so don't worry if you roll an actual 1, it just means that it will be slightly harder to reach
You've
the
got more to
cumulative
make up.
DC. One mess
Where's
up
my
won't
sleight
cost, it will just slow
3.
down.
So 5. I'm +5 to this.
Okay.
Do it.
What is this for?
21.
21, very good start. As you
Dunno.
begin to kind of paint as best you can, writing for you, there's a reason wizard notes are hard to transfer between one book and another. Writing carefully and having to use paint instead of using chalk, which is much more robust and you can rub it out and redraw it if need be. Using paint and very limited resources, it's going to be tricky. But you begin to do the work as you continue to do so. Romulus and Vinny, you're still holding your breath and waiting at this moment, I imagine, as you hear movement
Pretty
downstairs.
much. I'm trying to work out, like, do we want to be visible? Like, because we could just sidle away and then let them, like, take what they can from the darkness in here. And this is a smoke thing, right?
Yeah, that's smoke.
Because we could
we
just.
want to
Like,
avoid being visible for as long as possible. Yes.
what I'm going to say is, why don't you go in the room with Beau? I'll stay here. I've got a reach weapon, so if they come up past, like, into this point here, I can attack them and then run. But they're most likely going to be facing towards the smoke situation.
Problem then
How
will be that Carver will
far
get
can I
stuck.
throw?
Problem then will
Sorry.
be Carver will then get stuck because she will be on the opposite side of said guard. All it takes is
Where
one
does
enemy to
Carvern
be
want to
standing
be?
here, and Carvern can't move past unless you wish to move Carvern to your side. But that also then means she can't help in the event that a combat does break out.
She does have my Stalker blades, which she can throw,
Yeah,
and they will
she
return
does.
to her. So she does have a ranged
She
option.
does have ranged, yeah.
So what? I think anyone with range should go in here. I'll be the only one
Do you want to swap places?
here, or I can be, yes, swapping places is good. Because I'm pretty confident that I'm pretty confident that Romulus is going to be able to barrel through or past basically anything.
You built a barricade, right?
Barricade of chairs. Yeah, I intended it to be about here.
Yeah. How far can I throw a smoke bomb, Chris?
I believe it'd be the same as a dagger, so I think it's the 20 or 30 feet.
Okay, so if I move
Dagger
there.
thrown 20 feet, 60 feet at disadvantage, and if you miss, then it might veer off course.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait here so I can comfortably throw it over to here-ish.
Mhm.
When I hear them coming, I don't want to give them reason to not bother searching the lower floor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm waiting on this.
Yeah.
But as soon as they sound like they're getting close, I'm going to throw that and duck into this room.
Okay. With that, we will then move on to the next round. Ellie, go ahead and roll me another sleight of hand, please. Let's move on to 7 rounds from escape.
20.
20. Okay.
Nice.
Another very good roll. As you otherwise continue to draw and paint in this moment, it's worrying, but it's going. It's working. It's doing what it needs to do. You hear the sounds of commotion outside, the calls, the waits, the pauses, as both Kirv and Mortar kind of stand there, kind of holding their breath, watching as you do this. And it is tense in this moment. But you continue to
Mortar
work.
is then going to watching Ellie do this. Mortar is then going to, as he's focusing on enhancing her ability to form this act of magic, which he's never tried before. He is aware of the time crunch, and he's like, "We don't I hate to rush her, but we don't have time. We need to hurry up." So Mortar is going to use Adrenaline Surge
Okay, go ahead.
on Ellie
Okay.
to grant her an additional action to have another go.
Okay, go ahead and make me another sleight of hand. This will add on to your gradually increasing amount thus far.
Oh, 10.
It's an extra 10. It's not bad. It's still workable.
I flirted with a nat 20.
With the
Oh,
work
man.
continuing as you begin to push, I will say that will use up another action as it is continuing, and it is on course for success currently. Lower rolls may slow it down slightly, but you are progressing as needed. It's at this point that Romulus and Vinny, you begin to hear movement getting close to nearby downstairs somewhere, getting closer to the stairs at this point. As you can hear individuals kind of saying but not shouting that rooms are clear as they're going through them. You can hear the sound of movement of footsteps. As you...
Do they mention a basement?
No, they do not.
Damn it.
Okay, with that, Ellie, go ahead and roll me another sleight of hand, please. So we move on from round 6 to round 5. I rolled how many turns it will be before the guards potentially
18.
get to the stairs, and it seems they're one turn away. 18, again, good progress. You continue to work, and I'll say with a roll like that, plus the expediency of it, you're realizing that you're going to run out of blood before you finish the circle at this rate. You need more.
Okay. She
32
kind of like
is not
in
enough.
point of like sheer fluster. It's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. She just looks up. Like, I need more blood.
How much are you going to ask Kirv for?
I mean,
Comparison. How much does it look like I need? Does it look like I've got about half? Does it look like I'm going to be able to do about 3/4 of it? before I
Looks
run
like you
out?
have roughly half.
Oh, I need another 32. That's
I mean,
all
I
gonna come
don't
from
really have...
Kirv.
No. Kirv can heal me. Kirv could potentially heal me.
You're
Or herself.
concentrating, aren't you?
Yeah, so she.
They are both.
It makes
they
no
are both
difference.
concentrating.
I mean,
Yeah,
are you
it
going?
makes no
If you
difference.
call on the thing, I'm more than happy to go with you or send Carvern up.
I can do it.
I've got enough for a round, haven't I? Another round or so.
You have
blood.
enough for another round, yeah. Because you're halfway through,
Okay.
you are now realizing that you're getting to that point. It hasn't stuttered
you just-
you that it's slowed you down.
You just hear, like, she doesn't actually ask, so she just over the mental looks like, I don't have enough. I need more blood.
Mortar's going to look at Kirv. Kirv, heal me now. As much as you can spare.
Kirv, or rather, from the words of Rain in this moment, looks at you and goes, I'll do it. And she's going to cut her own palm. How much health do you want?
Oh, I need 32, but that's
32?
yeah, 32.
Okay. You asked for 32. Guaranteeing that you will have enough. Let's see if she makes this concentration save.
Oh, Ellie's freaking the fuck out,
She
man.
needs a
That's
5 or
not right.
higher. That's an 8. She maintains concentration on darkness. And as per the request there, Dan, I know she isn't here, but she put in a request that was, do not let Mortar drop below 1 if more blood is needed. So
That's why I asked to heal, but fair
I
enough.
know she She doesn't have many spell slots or points for healing left, and she has lay on hands, but she's saving them in case someone goes down.
Ah, fair enough.
Because we went through and it was like, what do you want to do? Okay.
Okay.
So, with that, you now have enough blood to complete the circle. Go ahead and roll
I
me
will.
a slight...
I will
actually, no,
carry
you
on
rolled
then.
for this round. So, at the end of this round, the soldiers begin to go. It is at this point I am going to roll perception checks against those upstairs. I would like Romulus, Vinny, and Carvern and Beau will all make stealth checks. Well, actually, no, Beau doesn't need to. Vinny, Carvern, and Romulus will make stealth checks with advantage because they do not currently know that you are there.
Oh boy, time to be Romulus. Absolute stealth master.
Carvern got a wonderful 12.
Oh, I got a nice and pleasing 14 plus whatever my stealth is. 16.
Just
Not
to
bad.
double check, what's our proficiency modifier at the moment?
Should be +5 now that you're level 13.
Okay, yeah.
Has that updated? Or
I need to update my sheet. Apologies, I was in a bit of a state at the end of last session.
no, that's quite all right.
Mood.
It should just be if you change your level,
Yeah,
it should automatically do that. Yeah, if I change your level to 13, there we go,
Thank
and
you.
everything fixes
Yep,
itself.
all good. Yeah, okay, so that is a... Doesn't actually affect it. Never mind. It's a 15.
Oh, because it's the half proficiency. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
15.
I feel like there have been some misconceptions regarding this in the past, so I feel I should just clear this up. Vinny's not actually proficient in stealth.
What? I thought what?
It's actually hilarious.
No, he's more of a charisma-based rogue.
Yeah, he just happens to have really high dex and gets half his proficiency modifier to it anyway.
Yeah, so it does.
Oh, there you go. I mean,
Oh.
I suppose it makes
Oh my
sense,
God.
like in terms of. That's crazy. That's very, very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Oh,
Props to Vinny though.
Yeah.
Always rolling
Well,
insane on stuff.
In this moment,
Just
as the
without
guards
proficiency.
as the guards are keeping note, they do become aware. It seems to be as they're looking about, one of them kind of looks up, or from the stairs, and just kind of looks about and pauses for a moment as there's kind of a little bit of a creak, as there's a little bit of shifting with your movement. But one of the guards calls out, "They're upstairs!" And with that, they begin to clear the lower floor and begin
Must be
to
weird.
flood to the stairs itself.
Okay.
With
No
that,
sense waiting on the smoke bomb then.
so they regroup
Mhm.
in this moment to get closer to the bottom of the stairs, however many there are. Are you throwing your smoke bomb at this point?
Yes.
Okay, you throw
Nice.
your smoke bomb, skewering the area. As the smoke
I'm
bomb
really looking
lands,
forward to the funniest bit when they charge forward and trip over the chairs.
I'm looking forward to the
Well,
bit
the
when
first-
they
the
hit
first
the
one slips
oil.
on the oil.
One of them whacks his head on the stairs, groans. The next one comes along, slips on the stairs, and then groans. Next one comes along, crawls over his buddies, and then hits the chairs, falls over, and it's just going to be this Rube Goldberg machine of guards. We'll have to see.
The one
Either
like
way.
barbarian guard that can just barrel through the stairs has to barrel through all of his comrades first.
It's like, oh, come on, you sissies. Boof.
God.
So, with that, and they regroup, 4 rounds until you need to get away. With that, Ellie, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check, please.
Okay.
Big roll.
Good roll.
20.
20. You continue
Ooh,
working
good shit.
feverishly, making good progress as you do. Vinny, it is at this point you. I'll say you have thaumaturgy affecting you because you said you were going to do that after throwing the smoke bomb, which I'll
Mhm.
allow as just held action followed by thaumaturgy.
Yeah, now that we're here. Yep, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, using it to alter my voice, trying to amplify the bass as much as possible.
Okay.
So this will hopefully carry and obscure this a bit.
Nothing is not Vinny.
Not Vinny. Well,
Yeah, I cannot do that voice for too long. Ow.
then don't. What do you shout or say?
We have her. Don't come up here unless you want her blood on your hands.
Roll me an intimidation
Oh,
check
this is
with
so
advantage
bad,
because
Kirv.
you're using thaumaturgy.
Look. Once they find her and discover that we never even attempted to attack her, we'll be in about as much trouble as we were before.
Alright, fair enough.
Hey, you're not wrong.
Valid, yeah.
Christ.
That's some rough dice
Depressing.
rolls.
I don't suppose that there's any sort of assistance that can be provided.
He has advantage already, I'm afraid. That was unfortunately, just a 6 and a 1. So it's not a 1.
I don't suppose I got inspiration for helping gravity kill that guy.
No.
Worth a try.
If anything, you should have taken it away, but you didn't have any.
You don't give me any.
Unfortunately, the
Even
one
after I
person
do,
can't
I'll
give,
give you the most.
The
one
funniest
person I
thing.
can't give bardic inspirations to is myself. So that is a 13.
13, okay. I'm going to... Here's what I'll do. Let's get some d20s in here. I'm going to roll 3 d20s. I'm going to say this is for each of the... I'll say the first one is a key individual. So the first one will be like a captain or a person who's in charge of this particular sting. We'll have the second one, who will be the hero type character, who might be more willing to do something stupid or reckless in some cases to try and be a hero. And the third one will be the rest of the individuals. So ideally you want them all to fail, but if you want any of them to fail, the larger group will be better, so that then they're a little bit more out of it. The captain in this moment hesitates with a natural 1. The captain hesitates and otherwise tells them to kind of hold back while he has a think about a situation before the sounds of what looks to be the heroic one begins to step up the stairs, in whatever case it may be. This hasn't prompted them taking a full turn of trying to barrel up the stairs, but I am going to make a dexterity saving throw for the one that has taken the steps up the stairs to see if they fail. The DC for the oil is like 12, 13? An oil flask? It doesn't actually say. That is wonderfully
It doesn't say.
resource.
It's
What's your...
it's not an intentional trap like the ball bearings. It's just lantern oil.
Yeah. Make me an investigation check.
Sure. $15 plus. Okay, 24.
24. Okay. I will say that this has been
Sometimes.
thoroughly and specifically spread in such a way that I will say the DC for this will be 16. It's not going to be low, but it's not going to be high either.
Reasonable.
Heroic guy, do you slip up and hurt yourself? As you're watching and kind of waiting, as you hear the sound of hesitation followed by someone kind of muttering, "Come back," you hear the sound of "Boof" as somebody whacks their head, before a low groan of "Ow" from the stairs, as it seems he has fallen over within the smoke itself. Okay. With that has bought you another round. Ellie, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
12.
12. As you're beginning to draw in this moment, as you're kind of carefully doing this, Sychania casts calm emotions on you to help. Something that you need in this moment to kind of help calm you. And as she does that, there is a moment as you're painting, you kind of lightly speed up for a second before the creature causes your arm to spasm and you create a massive blood streak off in one direction. You're going to need a little bit more blood.
I hate this creature!
You don't know how much. So...
It's trying so hard to just get me to use that damn page. Eat shit, creature.
How much do you want to ask?
I'm still willing.
Kirv isn't. She's gonna take the hit.
Motherfucker, I can't do fucking
Sorry, this is Kirv's choice.
I will say I need
He has 55 hit points left to give.
more. Hang on. So I've needed 70 for 10 rounds. So it's about 7 per round. I've just fluffed up about 1 round, so I need about 7.
Okay, you ask for 7. Okay, she takes that. Concentration check.
God, this is grim.
2. That's a success. I just rolled your dice instead of hers, but that'll do. As that is a 2, so she succeeds on the concentration. Not like it's going to matter too much anyway, because the concentration will end in approximately a round. But that extra round of being hidden is going to certainly be useful.
Yeah, because then they can start shooting us through the windows.
And they can start shooting at you through the windows.
And Ellie can see what she's doing with other people seeing.
Yep.
So, okay.
So Kirv will, I will say, let the rest of you know that the darkness is about to drop, but she's holding on to it for as long as she can. With that, Vinny, as you're kind of standing there, you hear the sound of movement as a call is made from below, from the captain in this moment. I'm going to roll to see if anybody else falls over. Okay. Let me add a character to the board. I've got more just in case, but for now. You see what looks to be one of these guards, the heroic individual, what looks to be a larger, more enforcer individual, moves up, manages to make it over the oil, and begins to climb over the chairs as they are now moving through this. And all 4 of you are now aware of this individual. Carvone is going to throw 2 daggers. Beau is going to take 3 shots. Romulus, this you have a readied action if you would like to make 2 attacks.
I guess I have to.
Okay, rolling for Carvone. First attack.
We have agreed we're doing subdual here. We do not want to kill a guard.
Yeah, fully. Okay, Carvone managed to hit with one of the blades. He takes 8 points of damage.
Would I be able to get advantage on these attacks, or do I need to reckless this?
I will say in this instance there is no way to gain advantage, as he is aware that these attacks are coming. Yeah.
So
with the exception of where Beau is completely invisible in the other room.
No, I meant, do I need to reckless to get the advantage? Because I can just reckless.
Oh yes, you would need to reckless to get the advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sorry, I thought you meant that he has like an ability that means he can't be advantage hit. I was like, what the fuck?
No. It's more unseen attacker isn't present at the moment because he can see you if you can see him, sort of situation. Because as much as they,
well, I am recklessing because, well, fuck it, I don't care about getting hit, do I?
Yeah, that's fair. And remember that you're using your Ghost Steel Halberd because Stagger is still in the workshop.
I recall, unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to get it back.
Can I have bonus action raged, by the way, or is that not?
I'll say no, because you had to spend the whole time holding your action. You didn't know exactly when they would come up. It could potentially waste the rage.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to hit with a 23.
Well, on Beau's first shot, he got really good. Second one, 2 natural ones, which means his gun is jammed, which means he's then going to have to unjam it with a 3rd attack, which he does unjam it. But that is the 2 attacks he can the 2 attacks he's made. So, go ahead. You said 23 on the first one?
23 to hit on the
Yep,
first
that
one.
hits.
Okay, and that's a cool 12 damage.
So piercing damage. And cool 12. Okay.
By cool, I mean there are 2 points of it are cold damage.
Yep.
I don't know why I rolled 2 of them. Ignore that.
That's alright.
Regardless, I doubt it hits.
Yeah, unfortunately not. As the individual in this instance, you take the swing towards them. As they see the second attack coming in, they raise what looks to be kind of a longsword and shield in this moment. As they block the attack, Beau takes 2 shots, or takes a shot before that's it from Beau. Vinny, is there anything you would like to do? You are not in melee with any of them, but this guard can now make you guys out. And by the sounds of it, there's more on the way, where you promptly hear one of said individuals fall over, causing a little bit of a blockage, as they cannot see the oil on the stairs.
Okay. I'd like to take a step forward and slash with my scimitar if possible.
Okay. I'll allow that.
Okay. If this hits, it will definitely be a mobile flourish.
Okay. That pushes them, doesn't it?
Since that pushes them, yes.
Push the guy off the
That's
stack of chairs
really
back into
minimum
his
of
eyes.
5 feet.
Pushes
Okay.
him. I need to stress. Pushes him off of the chairs into the grates.
Mm-hmm. Just add another guard up onto the pile, unless this misses.
This is going to be funny if this hits.
And he's the only creature within reach of me, and I don't have disadvantage, so sneak attack applies.
Mm-hmm. And
That's the attack I roll well on.
mm-hmm. Does your weapon crit on a 19?
It does indeed. We did specify subdual damage unless it overkills.
Oh no!
Well, it would need to majorly overkill.
It would need to, yeah.
Yeah. We're talking like 4
I've
times
no
his
idea how
max
tough
health,
this
so
guy
you'll
is,
be
but
fine.
he's a professional guard, and you said he was a big bulky guy, so
Yeah. So you should be fine. We'll see what happens.
yeah, it'll probably be fine. Also,
And do you
this
re-roll
6 and this 4
the
are rolled
sixes?
with advantage.
Oh yeah, you roll them
So-
with those 2 with advantage. So 4 and 6,
4 and 6.
or 5 and 6. Okay.
If that +1 kills him,
So that's
good
50
lord.
plus
+7.
7. 57 points of damage. It doesn't kill him. He is big. He is bulky. That is a lot of damage.
I think they had like 66 hit points or something.
66 before they surrendered, because that was their half health.
Oh,
Now,
you're
yeah.
good.
Vinny is trying to hold it together and,
7
like, for the sake of the party and the mission, be on point. But he's
Mhm.
definitely stressed, and that comes out as he launches forward, slashing at this guy, trying to push him back down the stairs.
As you do, you step forward, you slash, and in that moment he leans back to try and avoid it as it cuts between, kind of under one of the plates of armor into his underarm in that moment. And as it does so, cutting the kind of the straps on some of the armor, he falls backwards, creating a ramshackle heap that you can only imagine is there, as he has fallen backwards onto the guard who succeeded, who now fails his saving throw, who now falls back onto the other guard who failed his saving throw, and he now has chairs on top of him. I am going to say, for the purposes of this clusterfuck, and the fact that you did so much damage to the heroic guy, in this situation, the guards are in such a difficult spot that you could just make a break for it, given the amount of time that you have left. Provided Ellie succeeds on her rolls, which we'll get to in just a moment. But that buys you just enough time as that round finishes. Ellie, go ahead and roll me
a terrible
a
idea.
sleight of hand check. At this point, the darkness disappears.
Okay, so I'll be saying over the chat or over the thing about 12-ish seconds. And yeah, I will carry on. Oh, whatever. That is +5. That's 13.
13. Okay. In this moment,
Is there? Does it? Sorry. Yeah, go on.
as you continue to draw, as the darkness drops and the sudden shift of the Devil's Sight immediately shifting to the bright light of the interior suddenly catches you off guard, and you pause for a moment. Not enough to do any significant time stopping in that regard, but as this happens, I will say that you are blinded in this moment, as the sudden shift takes place within the room. With that being in mind, I would like you, Kirv, and Mortar to all make stealth checks, unless any of you wish to voluntarily fail.
So-
I imagine I'm keeping low because I'm drawing. So do I
You
get
are
any
also a
additional
centaur, so you
cover?
are big.
So from this
I'm guessing
position,
crab wings.
like-
Yeah, fair, right.
from this position, can we see any of the snipers like on the roof because we're quite high up?
Your choice whether you would like to roll a stealth or perception check in this instance, then. Or you can roll both with disadvantage.
My only thinking is that ultimately the goal is that Ellie finishes the circle. If she gets pot shot, then we're fucked. So I think Mortar is going to make a very stupid play because I think it's something that we need to make sure she succeeds. So Mortar is going to block the window with. Are there any objects nearby?
In the tower, there is a writing desk that looks quite heavy. There is a chair, there are scrolls, there are books, there looks to be a cabinet that could potentially be moved that's next to you to the nearest window. Other than that, there doesn't seem to be much else that can block the area around here, unfortunately.
Mortar's not very strong. He's going to use his own body then to try and obscure whatever view. He doesn't give a shit whether or not there are snipers that side or not. Like specifically where he saw people entering from the front. He's going to use his body to block the window to at least grant Ellie hopefully an extra round.
Okay. Which window would you like to block?
Tabletop, of course. So Ellie is doing the circle here. Which window is facing the front entrance? Like, which side is the front entrance?
It's the same organization as it would be. So the front being down here, it comes in at this angle. So these three would be the three windows that are here, effectively.
Mortar's going to go for this one.
Okay. 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 Ellie, go ahead and make me a stealth check. And Kirv in this moment is going to...
13.
I think she's probably just going to stand over you, Ellie, to try and obscure you as much as possible.
Right. Yeah, fair. Yeah, 13.
13?
Oh, hang on. Do I get to add the +2 to that?
Yes.
Ability. Okay, 15.
Okay.
Thank you, Mortar. Got me to the 15 threshold.
Okay.
You do what you got to do, girl. You do what you got to do.
In this moment, those that are watching for this sort of thing to see if there are any changes, note this change, seem to reposition and ready themselves. 1 round remaining. Ellie, sleight of hand, please. At this point, over the
21.
Over the telepathic communication, those of you on the landing are now made aware that you need to get to the tower.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
So, given that you all have the dash action and there aren't any restrictions because you managed to successfully slow down the guards enough that making a bucket for it isn't going to be a problem, I will say that all of you are able to make it into the tower.
If possible,
Mm-hmm.
Vinny is extremely fast and would have very high initiative. Is it possible to say that he would get here early.
Yeah, earlier than the others, I'll allow it.
Just as soon as possible, really.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm going to get up here. I would like to re-up Darkness, since I can also cast it.
Okay. Okay. As you run up, you re-up Darkness. That is going to make all of these attacks that I was going to be making with disadvantage.
And yeah, I'm also going to say to Ellie, home stretch. If you need more blood, use mine.
Now or never.
One hit on Kirv. Ellie, what's your AC?
My AC.
Which window are they shooting through?
They are shooting through this one, and this one.
How long have we been in here for?
What the fuck? I can't even
6
choose the right
seconds.
fucking window.
You're still getting shot, Mortar, don't worry. The one that's from this window is shooting at you. So don't worry, you're going to take some shots here in a moment.
How long have we been in here for?
50-ish seconds.
No, the entire... Like, since we teleported in and started going down the stairs.
Oh, like 10 minutes max.
Oh, like
Maybe 5.
It doesn't actually matter, because Sentinel Ward was cast as I was going down the stairs.
Yeah, if it's... How long does Central Ward last? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Then it would still be up. Yeah, you've got time.
Okay,
Would-
my...
Would Ellie also have half cover from Kirv standing over her?
Not from this window here, which is where she's taking her
Oh,
shots
okay,
from.
yeah.
My AC is 23.
Oh, fair enough.
That will hit.
Is there any way? Am I
is it
at this
just
point in range? Because I'm more than happy to take the hit.
Or
Are
is
you
it just the
attuned
one
to your
hit?
gloves of missile snaring?
Let me check.
That
I
you
need to
got
check.
so long ago, and if you aren't attuned to them, in the one moment when you could use them, I will allow you to
Because-
throw them in the case that they will be destroyed. And they will
You also have
snare
your room,
one
to be
missile.
fair.
No, you know what's really funny? Yes, I do actually have them this one time, because
Oh
whilst
my
I was
God.
planning on giving them up, I don't have stagger at the moment, so I put
Oh,
Ghost
that's
Steel Halberd into
right.
that slot. So I have, yeah, I'm still wearing
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah,
roll the
I
thing
snag it out
for
the fucking...
gloves of missile snaring to remove the
I
one
need to
attack
check.
that would be
I
hitting
do
Ellie.
need
Wow.
to genuinely check what it says, because it has been so long.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. I don't know if this is actually going to
Wow.
help, but it might. Gloves of missile snaring. Roll a d10 plus your dexterity modifier to reduce the damage. If you reduce it to 0 and it's small enough for you to hold it, you catch it. Okay, well, let me roll to see how much damage this would do, and go ahead and roll that d10 plus your...
I mean, my goal
your
is
dex
to
mod?
prevent Ellie from taking any damage. So
Nice.
I need to know that this is it viable.
Yeah, I didn't roll that great, but we'll see how you roll on your d10.
Okay. Okay, fine. 10?
That'll do it.
I just catch it midair, like
9 damage. In this moment, as the shattering of glass happens across the chamber, as previous shots were lined up against people who had shown themselves in this moment, various shots go off, glass shatters, and in this moment, one of the shots hits Kirv. She was standing in kind of one position, very easy to see in that moment as the shot does hit her for 13 points of damage. As she takes that hit, she is otherwise okay. Mortar, the 2 shots against you as they arrive, I assume you're trying to dodge them.
Mortar's trying to make sure that Ellie won't get hit. He's trying, like, his intention is to take the hit so she doesn't. So he's using his body as a shield.
So
Because he can't move, he couldn't move any of the heavy stuff, so I'm just standing there.
Okay, okay. In which case, I will remake these rolls without disadvantage because they are hitting a stationary target.
And I can't see them as well, so they'd technically be unseen attackers, I suppose. because my back is to them.
Holy. Okay. This is probably one of the most dangerous rerolls I've ever done. Okay, Mortar. You're on 1 hit point,
Yeah.
so I'm not even going to bother with the amount of damage, because it can't kill you outright.
Okay.
The first hit, a natural 20, shoots through the glass and punctures you in the chest, and you feel it hit you in this moment. As the second shot arrives, a second natural 20, you fail 2 death saves, hit the deck, and in this moment, the teleportation circle finishes, and you are all pulled into it. So, Mortai, note that you have 2 failed death saves.
Okay, no problem
And
at all.
in this moment, we will be rolling for initiative when we arrive out of the teleportation circle. But for the time being, all of you feel as the magic completes, as the teleportation circle takes, the blood otherwise drawing inwards, and as the room is otherwise covered in darkness in this moment, most of you completely blind to what's going on. Ellie, you look up and you see Mortar get hit with this first shot, begin to fall backwards, and as the second one hits, hitting his artery across his neck, you watch as blood splatters across the magic circle. And as the teleportation circle takes, you watch as those extra lines, that extra strata, that extra splatter, that extra anything changes it slightly.
Do I just ruin everything I do?
In this moment, you watch as all of the magic takes and you are teleported. And all of you become weightless in shadow and darkness in this moment.
Oh, fuck.
Romulus, we'll start with you.
Mm-hmm.
You stand as you otherwise feel not weightless in this moment. You feel presence and heft to it as you almost hit a floor of some form, and as you look up, you look around and you can't see a thing. And it's not because it's too dark in here or the magical darkness is present, but it's almost as if there is an abyss, a nothingness here. You push yourself off the ground, standing up, and you begin to look around, kind of breathing carefully in this moment. You call out for any of your allies, your friends, not entirely sure what's going on, before you begin to hear a low kind of giggle. A few whispers on the wind in this moment, as almost an eeriness begins to take hold. Vinny, you land similarly in a dark space. You can feel the floor beneath you. It's cold to the touch. It's not stone, but it feels like it might be. It's not got the same granular texture, but it doesn't feel smooth as if polished either. It feels somewhere in between, like a matted, almost, strangely enough, almost like leather in this moment. As you stand upright as best you can after otherwise landing prone in this moment, you look around, being very aware of your surroundings, being very careful, still with your blade drawn. You feel almost a shudder coming from your weapon in this moment as you hold Songwriter there. It vibrates within your hand, and as you look at it, you begin to hear murmuring, whispering. The voices are familiar to you, and that's haunting. And as you try to turn and gauge where they are, you feel almost a slight hum from your weapon. Not anticipation, but fear. Mortar, in this moment as you land to the ground, you feel this sudden pain wash over you. A moment of clarity in this moment as you're dying. In this moment, as if time is slowing. You don't see your friends around you. And as you stand there, you blink carefully. You just kind of reach out as if trying to reach for any form of help, any form of magic to assist you in this moment. But you can't reach it. Your patron, your being, isn't there. Beau lands similarly in this dark place, looking around frantically and panicked, weapons drawn, ready for anything as if trying their best to prepare for fighting blind. And Kirv lands, and in this moment stands stoic, bleeding and bloodied, looking around before shouting something to the darkness. And Ellie, you land on the darkness here. You feel its toughness to it. It is stone, it is smooth, it is strangely familiar, but not familiar in the way you would remember it. As you look out across the area and the expanse here, you can make out something. Make me a perception check.
My perception's ass, so I'm probably gonna miss this. Do I still get the +2 for the minute?
Yeah. I'll
Cool.
say that the last little part of the spell gives you that +2.
5.
5.
Jeff
As-
does my perception.
As you look out in this moment as best you can, you just see what looks to be almost this dark shape, almost an impression on the darkness itself, before you watch and hear as it begins to move. You watch as little pinpricks of light begin to appear on the horizon here. You see what looks to be a mound. At first it looks like a hill, perhaps, begins to shift and move. And you begin to get a bit more of a scope for what you're looking at. A mass of flesh, dark matter in motion. And those aren't pinpricks of light, but eyes covering it. You see spines, little bits of light reflecting off of it as it shifts, twists, contorts, and moves in this moment. And you immediately look down instinctively to your arm and the tendrils, where you see the creature is still bound. It's here, it's present, it's on your arms. Zychania has it wrapped. And yet you feel this sudden compulsion. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. That is 9.
9. Your front legs give out and you kneel. As you watch as a creature the size of a hill or a small mountain shifts in the far distance, unraveling like a serpent as it pulls itself upright, disappearing off into the almost endless void in this expanse as it begins to move towards you in this almost lamprey or leech-like manner, portion of its body pushing forward before the rest of it catches up in almost a slinky motion. As it draws closer to you, it lifts what looks to be the head or the front of it, and unfurling and unfolding outwards are rows of thousands of teeth. And attached to those teeth are hands. And attached to those hands are heads, as people begin to reach out towards you from the interior of the mouth, screaming and calling in this moment, as you have your knees bowed, but your head stares up in terror. As you see a form begin to step down, stepping on each head that is portrayed and put before it. Each hoofbeat and step crunching into each of the skulls as the screaming is silenced momentarily before the next hoof finishes the job of each of these screaming people. As a form feminine in nature. Centaur-esque. Tall, lean, otherwise a beautiful set of hair and eyes that are all too familiar for you. As you see impossibly your mother staring back at you, as she steps forward and off of the bounding nature from the interior of this monolithic creature.
What the fuck? Okay. I'll go communicate with Sachina. That can't be her. Do you still have her?
You say this to Sychania. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Alright.
Why is
Alright.
it persuasion?
Ah! No! I suck at that! That's a 7.
As you reach out to Sychania, the only words you hear muttered over and over again at a near impossible speed. This cannot be happening, this cannot exist. This cannot be happening, this cannot exist. On repeat, over and over and over. As Sychania is, in this moment, afraid.
Cool. Then I'm even more afraid. If she's scared, I'm fucked.
The
Alright.
form steps up close and you hear the sound of the hoofbeats as they get closer before you feel a hand reach and take the base of your chin and lift your face up to look at theirs in the eye. How wonderful it is to see you again.
How?
How else?
But... you can't be here. Where's Dad? If you're here, he's got to be here. You're together.
You hear a voice almost echoing off the nearby screams from some of the bodies within. I'm here too.
What happened? Where's Mortar?
Is our telepathic bond still in place?
In this moment, no. As each of you are standing kind of in your respective places, you know that there is a distinct silence. Vinny, as you try anything to reach out within or grasp any magic, it is not present here. There is no way to cast a spell. And were it not for the terror that Ellie feels, her magic is equally unreachable. As all of you stand, not in anti-magic, but in an absence of it. As the form pulls the hand away, a finger kind of lightly hooking the end of your chin, you feel almost a slight pulse go through you. A realization, a fear, and an emotion of disappointment that washes over you. You have brought me such a wonderful host, and yet you have failed. I sent you to lead the way, and this is what you bring me? As your mother turns and begins to slowly clomp away.
What do you mean host? Who's failed?
There's a moment as you say this out loud, you hear almost this bubbling within you before your vocal cords speak for you. I have not failed you, Master. I am simply trapped. trapped in here? That sounds like failure to me. As the form turns and looks back at you, you watch as the facade of a female centaur begins to bleed away. Skin peels away, muscles turn to black, and you watch as eyes and teeth begin to form into this brutal crown and shoulder armor of bones, hands, nails, teeth. And as it steps forward towards you, a long drape of black covering their form, a face unimaginably smooth yet angular, is staring back at you in almost an impossible proportion. And you feel small. Very, very small. So, you're the one who has captured my little agent, are you? She has not captured me, sir. She has... Enough excuses. You had one job and you will complete it regardless of what I say, even if it takes you time. You will complete it, and you will kill your host and find another more worthy. Am I clear? You feel the control on your vocal cords loosen.
He's not going to kill me.
Insolence of a mortal. I can't...
Just showing your face, I know someone's in control.
Control. I suppose. How about this then? If you want to see control, I'll send you back, instead of letting you rot for the next few thousand years and burn away time. Let's hasten things a bit. Give control over to my servant now. Now.
Okay, I'm not gonna give control over... Chris, is there a way that using Treladex and Enthrall, I can basically break the control she has over me?
I'll say, as you try to reach out for Treladex, the magic is not there, and Treladex is voiceless.
Alright.
Now!
Shut up! No!
Maybe a little persuasion then. And they gesture, and your head forcibly turns, and you see Romulus standing there looking out into the darkness in this moment, looking around. Very well then. And as they snap their fingers. Romulus, what is the weakest part of your body?
Ooh. Give me a moment to think. Definitely not the arms. I would have to say that the nose area is probably the most immediate impact breakable.
Okay. You watch as Romulus's face, from forehead to neck, is sliced open, and his nose buckles and breaks like a bullet wound on metal. Romulus, please drop yourself to 1 hit point and gain 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh, incredible.
Oh my god.
How many more will it take?
Do we have an exhaustion counter?
Yes, I believe it should just be under conditions. I believe there's exhaustion under there.
Gotcha, thank you.
As this happens, you watch as Romulus, in this moment, is almost caught in shock as his body pulls back and freezes in place as time around him stops. As you just watch blood explode from him in this moment. And you watch as almost little lights begin to form of the rest of your companions around you. And the form takes a step over to Romulus, slowly but surely, giving you time to say anything if you wish.
Okay. I don't have access to magic. This kind of doesn't count as magic, but does count as magic. Can I use the black page / Ica to hit her with something?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw to try and resist and allow you to reach for this black page.
Okay, that's a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 4. That's 15.
15. You try to resist, and in this moment you feel the creature holding tight. Not out of wanton for you to suffer, out of fear of its own existence. Whatever this being is before you is far greater than the creature that you possess, and you've seen what this creature inside of you can do. You see the hulking mass of that worm-like creature just kind of look down and watch all of this from unblinking eyes that otherwise blemish and cover its body. As the form moves over, as you attempt to resist, it reaches Romulus, and you watch as it draws a line where his nose once was. And you watch as ink and ichor begins to fill it, before it begins to sew itself back up. Romulus, please mark yourself as Corrupted 1 on your character sheet somewhere.
Oh.
The form turns to you in this moment and looks at you as if expectantly waiting. Do you hand control over to the creature?
At this point, she's exhausted every option she's got. Okay, I'll give up. Leave him alone.
The creature takes hold. And in this moment, the world around you goes darkness as you hear a cracking. And your state of broken ends, and you reach stage 1 shattering. I will tell you the benefits that this gives you in a bit. For now, the main thing you need to know: you feel, despite the fact that the creature has control in this moment, it is still fearful for its life, and it has a job to do. You feel the need of it, that it needs to complete a job somewhere on the material plane, your home, and that's where it seems you'll be sent back to once the rest of this completes. But you also know, with this feeling, that Sychania is dying. And you are limited to a set number of stages left. I'll tell you this now. This is the fewest number of stages that you have in across all of your 3 forms. Cracked had 5 stages. Shattered has 4 or less. In this moment, as the form notes you being overtaken in that moment, the form nods. Return and do your duty. I have given you what help you need. The rest of these I've had enough fun with. And with a smooth gesture, you feel a sudden lift in that moment as you all feel the hard stone of Zakers as you pummel it one after another. Romulus, you land and feel exhausted. Your body drained of blood, your nose broken, but not split open by the blade you felt cut through it. But you feel an anomaly on the interior of you. Something writhes under your skin. Something abnormal. And for all of you, Mortar is lying on the ground, dying. Mortar, I would like you to make me a death saving throw. I'll say with advantage due to the nature
Okay.
of where you have just come from.
Is there no way any of us can act before this?
Where am I putting the death
Uh,
save?
Hold on.
In this moment, Mortar has... Yes, it would be in there, sorry. That's right, then
Okay, cool.
2 dice in there. Let me give you... visuals. In this moment, I'll say before you roll,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
if anyone has a reaction they can take to help Mortar, then you may go ahead and do so. But as it stands, Mortar spent an unknown amount of time in this limbo-esque space, and although he was conserved from death while he was in there, there is a moment of time where something has passed. He has advantage. There is a high chance of success.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Mortar, have you rolled yet?
No, sorry. I'm waiting to kind of hear the conclusion as to what everybody wants to say and do before doing anything.
If anyone's got a reaction as a heal, or heal as a reaction.
No reaction. I have a very high initiative, but I don't know.
In this moment where
We've
it's
been
come
given
from this held limbo space, I will say this is still a roll with advantage on the death save. We'll let the dice paint the story of what potentially takes place. After that, there will be an undoubted possibility that your party has enough heals that Mortar will survive, provided he succeeds on this. But there's a chance. So Mortar, go ahead and roll me those 2 death saves. Or that 1 death save with advantage, sorry. Take a note of the dice,
Okay.
what they roll,
Yep.
and then I will take a
Yep.
look.
Okay. Here we go. It's been real, people. Okay.
As you see Kirv in this moment kneel down to administer healing, lay on hands, reaching out for him. You see a bullet wound. It does not want to be healed, as Mortar unfortunately failed his final death save. Kirv in this moment screams as she is going to cast Gentle Repose on you, Mortar, to extend the Revivify timer to 10 days. But she is torn by this. And in that moment, in this place, as you look around in the next to the teleportation circle in Zakers, you don't see the architect anywhere, and you're in a cold hall that in this moment, as you look around, Ellie is herself, but you see Sychania has thin striation-like veins of ichor running across and through her as the crystal begins to mist, as if being clouded by muddy water. And that is where we are going to end our session for today. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.